Hello, and happy Sunday to all of my amazing Aquarius gods and goddesses. That would be you, and you, Aquarius. Let's get right into your reading. We are only 6 days away from the next new moon. Yes, I know you all are really excited. Hopefully you all are having a great day today, but then again, I know you are, because that's the intention you set. We're going to be talking about the number 1111. Yes, that number 1111 and the significance of it. So let's get right into your reading. We're just going to start with your reading, then we're going to talk about the number 1111, and then I have some transformational power questions that I want you to start posing to yourself. But first question I have for you, Aquarius, are you ready for your new life? Hopefully the answer is yes. Are you ready to die to old self in order to be born into the new you, creating your new world? Hopefully the answer is yes. Let's do it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful gods and goddesses Aquarius as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. Yes. Aquarius, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is on my website at queenamunra.com. I am talking to my gods and goddesses who know that they are open-minded humanitarians, who know that they are creative, free-spirited, intellectual, progressive, original, independent, unique, friendly, powerful water bearers. Yes, your ruling planet is Saturn and Uranus. Your ruling planet, one of them, Saturn, is retrograde currently. So we're going to talk about that. Let's get into it. Let's do it, Aquarius. Let's do it. So yes, are you ready to die to your carnal self and raise to your highest frequency? There is a war going on. The lower self battling the higher self. What do you look like at your highest self? Yes, I'm glad the death rebirth card came out. Yes. Let's look at this card, these cards. Here we have the Hierophant. Yes, love it. Attached to Taurus. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yes. We also have the Death Rebirth card attached to Scorpio. And also Scorpio's ruling planet is Pluto, which is retrograde right now. We also have the Two of Cups. We also have the Two of Wands. Yes. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Nine of Wands. Yes. A lot of things are about to get so much better for you, Aquarius, in every area of your life. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's look at this so far. So a lot of you all are having a death rebirth happening right now. What does death rebirth really mean? Like, when you would think of death, you think of the end, right? But it's really the end of a cycle. Matter of fact, I want you to start getting excited when you start seeing the death rebirth card pop up, Aquarius, because it really means the end of a cycle, but it also means the beginning of a cycle, right? That's where you're starting to flourish. So the ending of a cycle could be anything. So like I said, the end of an old cycle, the beginning of a new one. This is where you're going to be letting go of the past. You're not going to fear, no fear of being true to yourself. This is where one door closes, another door opens. This is where you're parting of ways. This is where you are accepting the inevitable. This is where you're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is where you're accepting the cycles of change. It really means that I want you all to start saying, I allow myself to let go of the past in order to add energy to new beginnings, where your thoughts become a lot more clear and a lot more organized. Yes, some of you all have Taurus in your chart. Taurus at the highest frequency. This is the highest self, right? We're not talking about the lowest self. The highest self of a Taurus is amazing because it's also a fixed sign, just like you are, right? So the highest self of a Taurus is like a bull, like I have. You think like, so Aquarius is I know, Taurus is I have. Like you know that you are a logical person. You are very generous and trustworthy. You're very determined. You're understanding, very kind, organized, very patient. You're reliable. You're very practical, devoted, responsible, stable. This is what you gain when you die to fear. When you allow fear to die, this is when you're decluttering. Remember, I said Pluto is retrograde right now, which is Scorpio's ruling planet. It's retrograde right now, encouraging everybody to declutter. Get rid of all the things that have been holding you back all this time. Fear, doubt, being indecisive about anything, being impulsive, being unpredictable, being inconsistent, being an extremist about anything, even being stubborn. Remember, you are a fixed sign. So most fixed signs are can be pretty stubborn when it comes to things, right? And so even if you have Scorpio in you, this is where you want to really, really start listening to, becoming more focused. This is where you're going to desire more focus. Desire being more brave, loyal, faithful, ambitious, resourceful, passionate about whatever it is you're going after, whether it's love, whether it is your career, whether it is whatever it is, Aquarius. New love, breathing air back into your relationship that may have seemed stale for a little while. Whatever it is, you want to breathe new life into that. And also you want to remove the lower self. When I say that the lower self and the higher self have been in a war with each other, it is very, very serious. Remember, you're trying to shed that skin. This is like the number 9, that dying to self, being born, right? Starting a new cycle, right? So what I see for you in your new cycle is that your thoughts are becoming more logical, right? You're becoming more generous and more trustworthy, right? But with yourself, because both Scorpio and Taurus are all divine feminine by default. So Aquarius, not only are you givers, but you're no longer over givers. That's the part that you're decluttering, being an over giver, right? You're teaching people how to treat you. You're teaching people how to love you at your highest frequency, right? Remember, at your highest frequency, there is no battle with your lower self. You automatically default to your highest self, being open-minded, a humanitarian, creative, free-spirited, intellectual, progressive, original, independent, unique, friendly, powerful, water bearer. You're an air sign. People can't live at all without air. Plus, you're the water bearer, right? Water represents creativity and emotions, right? So you have all of that on lock. People can't live too long without their creativity and their emotions. They can't live too long without water, is what I'm saying, right? So you're learning how to balance it out. You're getting a double dose of not only being logical, but you're fully in tune with your emotions and your creativity. And guess where it's going to affect you? In the workplace. Whether you own your own business or whether you work for somebody else, perfect synergy when it comes to your money in the workplace. And because of how you love yourself, you're also teaching other people how to love you. These hands belong to you, both of these hands, divine masculine to your divine feminine. You're seen, unseen, known, unknown, right? You're fully in alignment with yourself, which is so, so, so important. And guess what? You've been on a long and arduous path of returning to who you've always been, which is a God, right? You are God of your universe, right? You've been on this long and arduous path, Aquarius, of self-discovery. Yes. And look, tons of prospects coming your way in love, in money, opportunities. You'll be thinking about your past, but you won't be going back to your past. You see what I'm saying, Aquarius? Yes. Fully in Aquarius mode, in full Aquarius mode, right? Yeah, your lower self, when you were challenged with your lower self as it relates to Taurus and Scorpio, if you have that in your chart, you could have become prone to being jealous when it comes to money. You could have felt so overwhelmed that you started feeling lazy, like I'm just so on overload of giving, that I'm just exhausted. And you may have gotten upset with yourself because you felt lazy. You were also stubborn. You could have felt like you were dependent in relationships, almost like codependent in relationships. You could have felt out of balance. You could have almost even felt like, I need to have this, I need to have that because I see this. It seems like this is what's successful. This is what's in. But what you're starting to see in the age of Aquarius, gods and goddesses, and that being a humanitarian is in. You're even starting to see it all around the earth, all over the earth, right? Yes. Absolutely. So let's talk about, because again, this is you dying to your lower self, and becoming your highest self, not higher, your highest self. Let's talk about the number 1111. 1111 is very, very powerful because when you see 1111, light is illuminating an issue in your life, right? Shining the light in darkness, enlightening you with inspiration. In order to walk through those two pillars of 1111, you must leave everything behind. Not some things, everything. Death, rebirth. Leave everything behind, right? All preconceived ideas, beliefs, suppositions, expectations, worries, fear, the past, and embraced only constant eternal life and timelessness, right? Being in that space of timelessness. Yes, not necessarily even measuring it. When is this going to happen for me? When is that going to happen? I'm running up against a deadline. Whose deadline? Is it the world's deadline outside of yourself? Or is it the timelessness, right? 1111 also reminds us that we are an eternal flame and that to ourselves only should we be true to ourselves, right? To thine own self be true. I know a lot of you all have heard that, right? Also, you want to let others be. Just let them be, right? You're not trying to control anybody. Remember, you are a God, but you're no one else's God and they're not your God, right? You also want to love people. You want to forgive people, be kind to people. But you only want to focus on, certain things that, on certain occasions, right? Yeah. So again, I'm seeing a lot of things changing for you all. Why? Because you've decided to die to self. I'm talking about your carnal, your flesh, the human, right? And become the God that you were created to be. You've always been that, right? Some people may struggle with that because the thought of change, especially sometimes with fixed signs, is very, very challenging. I mean, really, really very, very challenging. But whatever it is that you want for yourself, like you got to start thinking transformation. Like, what do I want to transform into, right? Again, we're moving towards a new moon. So that's the time when you want to quietly start planting those seeds, setting your intentions, right? And so how do you create transformational power questions, right? First thing is that you want to think about something that you want to change. Like, what is it that you want to change? Think to yourself, like off top. Like, what is it that you want to change, Aquarius? I can help you with something. You may want to change, having more love in your life, for instance. Maybe some of you all are interested in being in a relationship that's perfect for you. I was about to say perfect relationship, but I don't want anybody to get that misconstrued. The relationship that's perfect for you, right? And so let's say love, right? Let's say, so you want more love in your life, right? Love outside of yourself, right? Or you want to be more forgiving or more whatever it is. And so you want to think of something that you want to change, right? Then you want to write a simple affirmation like I am love. I am love, right? And then you want to make it progressive. Why am I becoming more love every day? You can put the word patient in there too. Like, for instance, you say, think of something that you want. You want to be more patient, right? And so you want to write a simple affirmation, I am patient. And then you want to turn it into a question. Why am I so patient? And then you want to make it progressive. Why am I becoming more patient every day, right? And so for you, because the heart chakra really, really resonates with air signs, it could be, it could be, why am I experiencing more and more love in my life, right? Or why am I more forgiving to myself and others every single day? So what is it that you want, right? And start making it progressive. That's what I mean, Aquarius. Yeah, what is it that you want? Do you want it? And it's going to take you being really, really real with yourself. Like, what is it that you want, right? But when I look here, I see a transformation happening. And so these are seeds that you want to plant during new moon. I'm trying to get you ready for new moon, for another new cycle, because you're very, very close and a lot of things are coming your way. If you've been wanting to be in a relationship with somebody or you want to be married or whatever, get ready because tons of prospects are coming your way. Lots of money are coming your way. A lot of peace is coming your way. More rest is coming your way. A lot of wonderful things are coming your way. So again, you have to be willing to die to old self in order to step and create your new world, right? When people look at death, they think of it as finite. But it's not. It's not. So here we have set 4 of swords. I see a lot of you all getting more sleep. Yes, getting more sleep. I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, I see you creating legacy wealth, which is nice. Yes. How are you creating legacy wealth? Again, you're dying to your fear, your doubt, maybe even old belief systems, whatever it is, and saying to yourself, I need to start asking myself some transformational questions, very powerful questions. What is it that I want? Do I want more love? Then yes, say it. It's just you. It's just you. Your highest self is a God. Pose the question, right? Here we have the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. This is you saying to yourself, I need to have more fun. I need to have more fun. I need to laugh more. Yes, this is, again, your highest self. Do you want to be married? Speak it, right? What is it that you want? Be very, very clear about what you put out in the universe. Put it out in the universe. All right. Some of you all have been ruminating over something for a very, very, very long time, right? What do you want? Say it and put it into action. That's how powerful we are. That is how powerful we are. Also, we have the Eight of Swords, right? So some of you all are looking back at how much in bondage you used to be because you wanted this new life in this new world that you created. And by the way, we're already in a new world, right? We're already in a new world without even saying or even going through all the other stuff. We're already in a new world. Everybody's wearing masks. This is happening. That's happening. You know, people are arguing with each other about who's this and who's that and blah, 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 whatever. But again, you used to feel in bondage to your old self. You used to feel in bondage to your old self, Aquarius. Reason why I know that is because at your lowest, you were impulsive, you were unpredictable, you were inconsistent and extremist and stubborn in some areas. But your highest self is like, no, you don't need to be any of those things. Death, rebirth, you can remove all of that and consistently stay at your highest self. So you're no longer in bondage. Look, you're free. You're even looking back at your old self going, gosh, that's all I had to do? Yes. Progress. Speak it into existence, Aquarius. Speak it into existence. So yes, I do see you sleeping better. I do see freedom for you. You are completely and totally free. Creating legacy wealth. Creating love. Yes, creating love. Because that's who you are. I am love, right? So everything that you're calling to you is love. Not hate, not indecision, not stubborn behavior, not being fixated on something that you don't want to, you're like, okay, not being open. Remember, you are open-minded at your highest frequency. You are a humanitarian. You are creative. You are free-spirited. You are intellectual. You are progressive. You're original. You're independent, not dependent. You're unique. You're friendly. You're very powerful. And you're the smartest sign in the Zodiac. Yes. So go on and plan your vacation. Go ahead and plan your vacation. I'm telling you, the love that you want is already here. It's already in the works, right? There's a part of you that just really, really had to open up, because what I'm really getting a strong feeling for this particular reading here. So please just take what resonates with you. But what I'm getting for this particular reading right here is that a lot of you all really desire to be in a healthier, more loving relationship, first of all, with self. Really forgiving yourself, like really learning how to forgive yourself, learning how to forgive family members who have hurt you, learning how to forgive friends that may have hurt you. It doesn't mean that you're going back. Remember, some of those relationships are gone, right? But this rebirth has happened where you're not holding on to that baggage. You're not holding on to that hurt. You've already done the work. Some of you, not all of you, some of you desire to be in romantic relationships. So you're letting go of the baggage, the hurt, the fact that people may have really hurt you in the past, like lied to you, played games, tried to gaslight you. You're letting go of all of that and just wiping the slate clean and moving forward. So yes, go ahead and plan a vacation. You deserve it. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Have a fantastic one. And again, happy Sunday. And join me tomorrow for your next reading. That's what I have for you. Bye.